and the All Indiana Podcast Network. This is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Jenkins, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 Podcast for Thursday, February 27th. We begin with news from IMPD. They found the remains of 15-year-old Shaylee Snyder, who has been missing since February 10th. Investigators identified her body Tuesday after discovering the remains last Saturday on Sigsbee Street near Minnesota Street. That was during a death investigation. Right now, police say they are reviewing video footage. The coroner's office has yet to release an official cause of death. Workers at Rolls-Royce in Indianapolis are staying on the job at least for now. The company and the union reached a deal just hours before last night's midnight deadline. News 8's Hernan Gutierrez reports.
The UAW says that its members on its lowest tier at Local 933 will be receiving up to a 68% pay bump in the next couple of years through this deal. In the 5-year proposed deal, its production workers at the end of that deal will be making $46 an hour, and the skilled laborers will be making at least $50 an hour. Rolls-Royce did meet the union on one of its biggest demands, eliminating its current tier-based wage and benefit system. UAW Local 933 represents more than 800 workers at the company's aircraft engine facilities. Rolls-Royce employs about 4,000 people total here in Indianapolis. Union workers will also see gains in the cost of living adjustments, vacation time, and retirement contributions from the company. Last night, UAW President Shawn Fain addressed members at the Union Hall. He says the base wage increases are more than double what the previous contract offered.
While the bargaining team behind me are extremely proud of this tentative agreement and all the work that it took to win it, we know that ultimately this decision is up to our members and our members alone. The membership is always the highest authority in the UAW.
Another major win, according to Fain, is an improved profit-sharing formula. He says it will be based on the company's public profit margins. It's a similar model to the union's agreements with the big three automakers. In a statement to News 8, a Rolls-Royce spokesperson says the company is pleased about reaching a tentative deal, adding, in part, our focus moving forward is to continue delivering for our customers and their important missions. The union says it will hold meetings the next couple of days to talk over the deal with its members. There has been no date set quite yet for when those members will vote on the deal. Reporting downtown, I'm Hernan Gutierrez for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
We are still working to find out when and where Lilly plans to build new drug manufacturing facilities in the country. Lilly announced Wednesday that it plans to double its domestic manufacturing with 4 new facilities. The company says 3 of the sites will produce active pharmaceutical ingredients, while the 4th will make injectable therapies. The company also says it plans to create more than 3,000 jobs, along with nearly 10,000 construction jobs. While hearts are heavy this morning for many Hoosiers, sheriff's deputies in New Mexico say they found Gene Hackman dead, along with his wife Betsy and their dog. One of Hackman's most memorable roles was Coach Norman Dale in Hoosiers, bringing the story of an underdog Indiana high school basketball team to the world.
If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners. Okay? All right! Let's go! Let's go! Let me hear it!
Gene Hackman also won Oscars for The French Connection and Unforgiven, and starred in dozens of films across 4 decades before largely retiring from public life more than 20 years ago. Yesterday, the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office in New Mexico says deputies found the bodies of Hackman, his wife, and the dog inside their home after they had been asked to do a welfare check. The Sheriff's Office has not released a possible cause for the deaths, but investigators have confirmed that foul play is not suspected. Gene Hackman was 95 years old. On Capitol Hill, the Supreme Court has issued a temporary court order that would have forced the Trump administration to release billions of dollars in foreign aid. That ruling came down last night just before a midnight deadline. Chief Justice John Roberts says the order will stay on hold until the Supreme Court has a chance to weigh in. The ruling comes as the Trump administration announced plans to cut more than 90% of foreign aid contracts and $60 billion in global aid. The administration argues that the cuts are due to waste and fraud, but they have not provided evidence of that fraud. Let's talk sports. The future of the NFL is in town, downtown to be exact. The Scouting Combine is back for its 38th year, and now it's fan-friendly. A far cry from the days of it being a closed event. News 8's Colin Bailey reports.
Yeah, it kicks off today. 1 o'clock is your chance to come out here. You mentioned outside to the NFL Scouting Combine experiences. Blue does circles around this, but I have Claire Clark joining us from Visit Indy. Just talk about this side of things, the fan experience. This is all free for people to attend.
Yes, free to attend, free parking. We're going to have some more warmer weather this weekend, so we want Central Indiana residents to come out and enjoy the Combine.
And you can also attend inside as well for free. Talk about that and how you can get tickets.
Of course, the inside look, you can get tickets through the NFL One Pass app.
Talk about the future of the Combine. We know it goes through 2027. You said that'll be the 40th year. Are we going to see an extension of that here in Indy? Because I know a lot of people love the Combine here in Indianapolis.
Yeah, that's the big question. We should know in 6 to 8 months if we're able to retain in 27, and that is the goal.
So fans are going to come out here. They get to check out the long snapping blue. Maybe you'll see me, may not. But he's joining us this morning. What's out here for fans to do? You can run a 40-yard dash, bench press, vertical. I heard he ran maybe a 4.21. Did you break the Combine record yesterday running the 40?
Hey, you know, we can also see the Super Bowl rings. I know Blue has a Super Bowl ring, so we'll have all of those on display, the Vince Lombardi Trophy, and, of course, some agility courses as well.
How exciting is this to have this back here in Indy? We love our football here in the Hoosier State.
We become the NFL capital for this week. So they've been in all week, 32 teams, and we're really excited to have the fan portion of the event open today through Sunday.
That was Colin Bailey reporting. And now, time to turn things to the forecast. Storm Track 8 says it will be a cooler day today with another cool down coming this weekend. Meteorologist Tara Hastings has your News 8 Daily 8 forecast.
Today it's going to go up. But so do the winds, too. It is going to be a bit gusty at times throughout the day today. We could see these winds gusting upwards of 30 miles per hour. We've got some cloud cover right now. Here in Indianapolis, 41 degrees right now in Indy. Northwest winds at 14 miles per hour. That's sustained. So breezy conditions, but at times those gusts may reach 30 miles per hour. That screening wind chill feels like temp right around freezing. You go farther southward, you're into the lower 40s, like Bloomington at 44, 43 French Lick and Columbus, 39 in Richmond, and 37 degrees right now in Kokomo, and also across parts of Lafayette for you this morning. Lots of clouds in place across much of the state. The system that brought us those showers and even some thunderstorms yesterday are now off to the east of us, and we're hanging on to cloud cover here across much of the state. The winds are going to ramp up here. We're already seeing those winds gusting at times, 25 mile per hour wind gusts in Fort Wayne, almost close to 30 mile per hour wind gust in Columbus. And today, 20, maybe upwards of 30 mile per hour winds for today. We'll look for mainly cloudy skies and maybe an isolated shower or a thunder shower later this afternoon for the eastern half of the state. Temperature is going to be a little bit cooler, if you will, than yesterday, but still above normal. We'll go with 53 degrees in Indianapolis and then upper 50s along the Ohio River. The winds ramp up even more for your Friday. We'll talk about that and your weekend forecast coming up in a few minutes.
To get a peek at Tara's full forecast, just head over to wishtv.com or you can download the Wish TV Storm Track 8 app. And don't forget to check out our Storm Track 8 weather blogs. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Thursday, February 27th. I'm Jeremy Jenkins for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.